back to a brand new episode of Are You a Movie Oracle, where we start off with a brand new clean slate, 2 new competitors to kick us off, and we find out who will be moving on to the next one. This is an unofficial but really fun reunion for me because both competitors today I had the pleasure of doing a podcast with where we talked all things showgirls. If you haven't listened to it, I highly recommend it. You're going to hear some random shit like me being dubbed the person who compared showgirls to Star Wars. That will be put on my tombstone. But with that being said, please first welcome lovely podcaster and ice skater, Ryan.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. I am utterly delighted to get to spend part of my morning with you guys and to test my skills against the Vern. And I echo your sentiment there about it being a reunion, and so it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you so much for having me on. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah.
Please welcome to Ryan's competitor for today, fellow podcaster, the person who introduced Ryan and myself, the one and only, the Vern. Welcome.
Hello, everybody. It's me, the Vern, and yes, I had such a fun time discussing Showgirls because a lot of people listened to that episode and they were like, "You guys did a whole deep dive analysis on Showgirls? Why Showgirls?" And a lot of people actually...
Why not Showgirls?
That's exactly.
True. And a lot of people went back and, they rewatched Showgirls. And now there's actually a full-on documentary about Showgirls, talk about the history of it. So, yeah.
Which I still need to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I still need to watch it. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, this I gotta see.
Yeah. But love having you on there. Thank you so much for your support of that show and everything like that. And just big shout out to everyone who does support Cinema Recall podcast. Really just greatly appreciate. We're going to add in more guests this upcoming season. Really going to try to build that up.
Expansion. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, today I think is going to be a lot of fun. So, time to dive into the rules as always, and a reminder to any person who watches this and really enjoys it and wants to be a part of it, all you have to do is reach out to me via social media and just say, I want to be a contestant on the show, and it's as simple as that. There is currently a wait list, which is really exciting for me, but if you want it, your name will go on and I will get to you eventually. But for the rules themselves, we have 3 rounds, a different category in each round, determined by a spin of the wheel. First round only, is multiple choice. We go back and forth. If a competitor can't answer or gets a question incorrect, their opponent has a chance to answer it on their behalf and steal the point. If we get through all 3 rounds and our competitors tie, which hasn't happened yet, doesn't mean that it won't, but if they tie, we go to a bonus round where I will ask them 5 questions each on a category of their choosing that they feel that they know better than anything else. Ryan, what category did you pick?
For the bonus round, I picked Jurassic Park.
Vern, please tell us what category you picked in the event of a bonus round.
I picked another famous movie from the 90s, a movie I saw multiple times in theaters and then more at home. It is Quentin Tarantino's second feature, Pulp Fiction.
Yay! Well, let's see how these gentlemen go. So let's find out what the category for round 1 is. Category for round 1 is romance. Aww.
Oh, no. That's what I know the least about. So this is probably going to be yours, Vern.
Oh, I don't know.
It has been a long time. I think romance has only ever popped up once in the history of this show. I think I can only remember it coming up once, so this should be, it's been a while. Like, even the wheel didn't want to pick romance the past year. But it happened. So, Ryan, just because R comes before V in the alphabet, and that's just how I decided to do this, you get the first question. Are you ready?
As ready as I will ever be for the genre with which I seem to never be able to connect. So we'll go with
Hey,
it.
it's multiple choice, so you've got
Okay.
you've got percentage
Okay.
on your side here. Okay, question 1 for you. Why do Sam and Jonah relocate from Chicago to Seattle in Sleepless in Seattle? Is it A, Jonah is constantly bullied, B, Maggie passes away, or C, Sam's mother is ill in Seattle? Time starts now.
B.
You are correct, it is B. See? Off
Nice.
to a good start. Vern, your question.
Okay.
Which of the following Cary Grant and Katharine Hepburn romantic comedies featured a frisky leopard cub and a rare dinosaur bone? Is it A, Bringing Up Baby, B, The Philadelphia Story, or C, Holiday? Time starts now.
A.
You are correct, it is A, Bringing Up Baby.
One of my favorite movies. One of my favorite comedies.
Oh.
It's just,
Really?
really love that movie so much.
Ryan, back to you. Who tells the story of Buttercup and Wesley in The Princess Bride? Is it A, an older Buttercup, B, a grandfather, or C, Wesley and Buttercup's granddaughter? Time starts now.
Grandfather, played by Peter Falk, best known as his longtime role of Columbo in the Mystery series.
Whoa, where am I? Vern, your question. The movie Pride and Prejudice was based off of the Jane Austen novel published in what year? Is it A, 1800, B, 1813, or C, 1824? Time starts now.
Oh gosh, it's gonna be bad there. I'm just gonna guess and say B.
That's a mighty fine guess because you are correct. It was B,
Oh!
1813. Ryan, your question. In When Harry Met Sally, Harry and Sally have a late-night phone conversation about what movie? Is it A, Pride and Prejudice, B, Titanic, or C, Casablanca? Time starts now.
I'm going to go with Casablanca because I think When Harry Met Sally came out before Titanic, and Pride and Prejudice seems less likely. I don't know the answer, but I'm going to go with, what was that, C? I'm going to go with that one. Okay.
Your powers of deduction have served you well. You are correct. It was Casablanca. Moving on to Vern, your question. In You've Got Mail, what is the name of Kathleen's children's bookstore? Is it A, Rainbow of Books, B, Kathy's Stories, or C, The Shop Around the Corner? Time starts now.
I never saw this movie before, but I'm gonna take a wild guess and say C.
Again, guessing has paid off. You are correct. It is The Shop Around the Corner.
Because that's the original title. That it was a remake of The Shop Around the Corner.
Ryan, it's your question again. How old is Rose when she boards the ship in the Titanic? Is it A, 15, B, 17, or D, 19? Sorry, C, 19. I don't know where D came from, but your time starts now.
I believe it's 17.
You are correct. She was 17 years old.
Which means that old lady Rose would be, it's been 84 years. So I guess it's 84 plus 17, which would make her 101, too? So yeah, so she was, no wonder she couldn't hold the heart of the ocean and keep it in trust for her daughter to help pay for her grandkids' education, and it slipped and fell into the ocean. Which
slipped and fell. Right, yeah, of course. Likely story.
And there was room for both of them on that damn door. Rose was a...
True, but James Cameron has acknowledged that that was actually a prop issue on their part. They made a mistake.
Ah.
Okay.
Because
well,
I think he was getting sick of people going, there was room for two on the door. And he's like, we fucked up, okay? We fucked up. Vern, your question. Who is Keith's dream girl in Some Kind of Wonderful? Is it A, Karen Mitchell, B, Kate Mitchell, C, Amanda Jones, or D, Sarah Jones? Time starts
Oh my
now.
god. C, Amanda Jones.
Was that a guess?
Sure. Maybe.
If it was, guessing is doing well for you today. You are correct. It was Amanda Jones.
Because Amanda Jones just sounds like a pretty name.
Ryan, your question. What's Vivian's best friend's name in Pretty Woman? Is it A, Karen, B, Kat, C, Kit, or D, Kath? Time starts now.
Cat.
Incorrect, I'm afraid.
Oh, I was a total guess on that one.
Vern?
I'm gonna guess Kit.
You are correct. Ryan was off by one letter.
Oh.
It is Kit. And Vern, last question for round 1. In Say Anything, what song does John Cusak play loudly from his boombox outside of Love Skye's house? Is it A, Open Arms, B, Keep on Lovin' You, C, In Your Eyes, or D, Gimme All Your Love? And time starts now.
C. In your eyes. Your eyes. Someone number dear. I don't know the words. Your eyes.
You are correct.
Peter Gabriel.
Category for round 2 is drama.
Oh.
We will see how this goes. This, admittedly, a lot of people struggle with this, but I guess we'll see. I mean, you know, varies for everybody. Anyway.
How you feel, Ryan? Do you feel loosen up? Are you feeling
Oh no! I
ready
was.
to go?
If she had said no multiple choice and horror, then I would be like, oh, I got this. No multiple choice and drama.
Well.
It's cautiously optimistic at best.
Woosha, Ryan. Just relax those muscles. Get ready to be in the ring.
Well, Ryan, your first question is, who plays Mrs. Medlock in 1993's The Secret Garden? Time starts now.
I really have no idea. So.
Okay, that is fair enough. Vern, do you have anything?
You know, I own this movie, but I haven't watched it. And I have no idea who that character is. So I'm just going to take a guess.
Okay.
And I know to be wrong here. I'm going to say Helen Mirren.
Well, it is a British actress, I will tell you that, but it is not Helen Mirren.
Okay.
The answer is Maggie Smith.
Ah, alright.
And reminder, because I forgot to mention it in the rules, because somebody distracted me with their talk about Jurassic Park. But you can ask for a hint. But to do so, you have to be willing to sacrifice half a point from your total score at the end of the game.
Oh, okay.
So,
that seems fair.
Vern, your question. In 2015's The Man Who Knew Infinity, Dev Patel plays, and I'm sure I'm going to butcher this name, and I apologize to everybody out there, Srinivasa Ramanujan, who was a pioneer what? Time starts now.
I never saw this movie or know anything about it. I'm going to say a poet.
Nope. You're definitely not a poet.
Okay.
Ryan, do you have anything?
Let's see. Well, I know the answer is wrong, but I'm gonna see if I get points for creativity. So we're gonna say 2015. He was a pioneer in finding out that people will pay a shit ton of money for these little plastic things called Funkos, and he will go insanely crazy about it. And he was the first one to pioneer that idea, knowing that people were just gonna say, "Take my money."
I love it.
That would be awesome if that was the answer, but no, this is about a man who was a pioneer mathematician during World War II. His mathematic theories were used during the war.
Imitation Game? It sounds like the same kind of thing we got in the Imitation Game.
Well, let's face it, how many times have we seen films made on the same subject?
No, this is
Ryan, back to you. Jodie Foster won Best Actress at the Oscars in 1989 for her performance as Sarah Tobias in what film? Time starts now.
Oh, crap. I wish you had said in 1991 Oscars, because then that would have been Silence of the Lambs. What was she in before Silence of the Lambs?
Gonna need an answer.
I mean, I don't really know of anything before. I don't know anything of her before Silence of the Lambs, so that half a point would go to nothing. So.
Vern, do you have anything?
Nothing.
Is it my turn to guess?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It is The Accused.
You are correct. It was The Accused.
Co-starring Kelly McGillis from Top Gun.
Yes, and based on a true story of a woman who was gang raped and tries to get justice for said crime. And Jodie Foster plays the victim.
Yep.
Vern, 2019's The Farewell is set in what country? Time starts now.
India?
Incorrect. It is not India.
Oh, okay.
Ryan.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Well, I know it's an Asian international film,
right.
And I believe the characters hail from China. So the question is it actually take place in China, or, for example, does it take place in, say, San Francisco, which has a very large Chinese population? So that's the question. Is it taking place in America with Chinese characters, or is it take place in China with Chinese characters? I didn't see the movie, so
Gonna need that answer.
okay, I'm gonna go with it takes place. I'm gonna say it takes place in the U.S.
Ugh, I was so
takes place
hoping
in
you'd
China.
say China. It's China.
Yeah.
Ryan, your question. Which Marvel star stars in 2014's The Judge? Time starts now.
Oh, that's Robert Downey Jr.
You are correct. That was Robert Downey Jr.
I really liked The
Nice.
Judge, by the
Me
way.
too.
It was a tearjerker. Robert Duvall's performance was
God.
just, like I was on the edge of my seat. I don't know why it didn't get more attention from critics. I found the writing was brilliant. The performances were just nothing sheer of outstanding. Like I was in tears at points
Yeah.
during that film. It was incredible.
I'm pretty sure I did some hyperventilating crying by the end of the film. It was incredible stuff. Vern, your question. Who does Angelina Jolie play in 2004's Alexander? Time starts now.
Oh, God. Fuck, I've never seen this movie before. Gosh. Persephone? I don't know. I never saw this movie.
Persephone is a mythological character.
I never saw this. I don't know.
I'm afraid it was not Persephone.
Oh.
Ryan, do you have anything?
Angelina Jolie in the movie Alexander. I don't believe I saw Alexander. So I'm gonna say that she played. She had a cameo as the definitive cinematic Lara Croft, who actually does look like the video game as opposed to what we got the other year, which, albeit the other one is actually, I enjoyed it. But nobody looks like Lara Croft except for Angelina Jolie. So I'm going to go with that. She had a cameo as Lara Croft in Alexander.
No. She plays Alexander's mother, Queen Olympia. Queen Olympias. Sorry. Forgot it. I left out the S. My bad.
So I wasn't very attracted to the whole mythology thing.
Yeah, you were in the ball. You were in the right ballpark.
You were at least in the right country.
Okay.
Persephone is a character in Greek mythology, so I'd give you that. But Queen Olympias and Alexander the Great are historical figures; they're not made up. So there's that. Ryan, your question: what does Vader's father do for a living in 1991's My Girl? Time starts now.
Oh. I haven't seen that movie since I was a kid, so I'm gonna say that he sold 91. He was 91. He was selling Amway.
No. No. And the thing is, I'm sure that if you had even tried to guess something legit, you might have actually gotten it, or at least half a point. But no. Vern, do you have anything?
I know the ending of this movie. That's why I
Yes.
avoid seeing it. I'm gonna cast and say he was a dentist.
He was not a dentist. He operates a funeral home out of his home.
Oh, I remember that now.
Yes.
That's right.
Vern, your question. 1997's The Rainmaker is based on whose novel of the same name? Time starts now.
John Grisham.
You are correct. It was John Grisham.
Yes.
Who, I
Author
swear,
of the
every single
Planes.
one of his books has been turned into a film.
Pretty much. So.
Pretty much,
Even
yeah.
that Saving Christmas or Stealing Christmas was also a John Grisham book.
Christmas with the
Yeah,
Cranks.
it was. I think it was. Yeah.
Yep.
I
And
think it was-
I'm in the minority because I loved that movie. Ryan, your question. How does Woody Harrelson's character die in 2017's Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri? Time starts now.
Oh.
So much crying. I did so much crying.
I didn't actually see it.
Such a good film.
I try to see all these films, and there's always some that
There's
get by
many.
me.
There's so
If I
many.
miss them in the theater, then my TV stays off at home most of the time, because unless I see it in the theater, I seldom get around to watching it.
Do you have a logical guess for me with probabilities of...
I'm gonna cancer.
I will respond to that in a moment, but no, it was not cancer. Vern, what's your answer?
Oh, gosh. Man, I have seen this movie, but it's been a long time since I have seen it, and I do not recall at
3
all.
years is not a long time.
I know it's not a long time, but I watched a lot of movies, and certain movies get pushed out and
That is
whatnot.
fair.
So Woody Harrelson's character, he died of. This is gonna be wrong. It's gonna be so wrong, but I'm gonna say he died of pancreatic cancer.
Huh. You are incorrect, but the funny thing is that his character is dying of pancreatic cancer, but he commits suicide because he doesn't want his family to watch him die a slow, painful death.
Oh.
So you're both very close with the cancer part, especially Vern with pancreatic cancer even had the right cancer, but it wasn't the cancer that got him in the end. And it's a very unexpected scene in the film, so sorry, spoiled it for you if you haven't seen it, but I pretty much had to pause the film when I was watching it and go cry for the next 30 minutes, because it hits you really freaking hard because you don't see it coming. Last question for round 2. In 2015's Room, how many years was Brie Larson's character held captive for? Time starts now.
Boy, this is a tough one here. I'm trying to get all the little boys there. Gosh, was he? But I'm probably gonna be like one off here. I know I am, but I'm gonna say like 13.
It was not 13.
Okay.
Ryan?
Well, I would ask for a hint. However, there's how many different combinations of numbers, and so that it's probably not very helpful. So, because you would say, well, it's less than 20. I was like, well, there are 19 numbers that are less than 20. So,
Exactly. Guess any number.
So, okay, 13, the way you responded, it sounds like 13 was probably close, so I'm going to go with 15.
Also incorrect. She was captive for 7 years.
7 years, okay.
Her son was 5 years
Right.
old. category for round 3 is Julia Roberts. She has been on the board for a while now, but she ain't been picked. So it is now Julia's time to shine. Well, anytime Julia's around is a time to shine. But
Except for August Osage County, that movie was kind of. I was like,
Tracy Letts movie.
I had a love-hate relationship with that film. I'm not gonna lie. Well, let's see how we go for round 3. Ryan, your first question. Who did Roberts play in the 1991 film Hook? Time starts now.
Oh, she played Tinkerbell.
She did play Tinkerbell.
Yeah. And she was a really good Tinkerbell.
Moving on, let's chit-chatting more movie trivia questions. Vern, your question. Who co-starred with Julia Roberts in The Mexican? Time starts now.
That would be Brad Pitt.
You are correct, it was Brad. Ryan, your question. In Erin Brockovich, what was the subject of the cover-up Erin investigates? Time starts now.
Oh, that was the Pacific Oil and Gas, I think it was, and they were, it was dumping chemicals into the water supply, and they were Pacific something or other, and of course, and yes, but it was the power. It's a power company, and it had something to do with the dumping of chemical waste, and I believe it was into the water supply.
I will take that answer, because you have pretty much filled in a lot of the blanks. Yes, there was contaminated groundwater with hexavalent chromium, which was what was in the water supply. Vern, your question. Robert stars opposite Kirsten Dunst, Maggie Gyllenhaal, and Julia Stiles in what film? Time starts now.
Oh gosh, Mona Lisa Smiles.
You are correct, it was Mona Lisa Smiles. Ryan, your question. Who plays Robert's starlet sister in the film America's Sweethearts? Time starts now.
I don't know.
No hints for this one?
No hints.
Vern, do you have an answer?
Oh, sister. I'm gonna guess. Is it Catherine Zeta-Jones?
It was Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Oh, nice.
Vern, Robert stars in what film adapted from a best-selling book by Elizabeth Gilbert? Time starts now.
I don't have no idea who that person is.
Oh, I think I actually know this one.
Wait, hold on here, Ryan. Hold on here. Gosh, I don't no idea who this person is. No, I'll take a I'll take a hint.
This film came out in 2010 and was directed by Ryan Murphy.
That doesn't help me at all.
Oh.
Gosh. Nope. That didn't help me one iota bit there, because I have got really no idea. My mind's blanking. It's on to you, Ryan, because I don't have any guess at all, even with that hint.
Oh, I don't think I know anymore. Because I was going to say Little House on the Prairie because of Melissa Gilbert, but that didn't come out in 2014 or 15 or whatever it was.
2010.
2010. I don't think there was an adaptation. I mean, maybe there was. I mean, that's the only thing I know Melissa Gilbert from is Little House on the Prairie.
Except the author's name is Elizabeth Gilbert.
Then I have no idea.
The answer is Eat, Pray, Love.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Your question. Name the TV series that was the first time Roberts played a lead character on. Time starts now.
Well, I don't watch a lot of TV, so a hint won't help me. I mean, I think I remember seeing trailers for it. I want to say the series came out 1 or 2 years ago.
It was in recent years, yes.
So I remember seeing trailers, and I think it was on HBO. So, I think it was a legal drama. But I have no idea.
Okay, Vern, do you have an answer?
No, I had no idea she did any TV series at all, and I would not know anything that she was the lead of. And if it was on HBO, I don't have HBO, so I don't know about that either. Could have been Watchmen, so I don't know.
The answer is Homecoming.
Mm.
Vern, your question. Roberts plays the mother of a recovering drug addict in what 2018 film? Time starts now.
Gosh. I don't know any of her movies past 1990s.
That's a problem.
God, yeah, I know. Yeah, because I'm... Oh,
Gonna need an answer or a pass.
Gosh. Past, I can't really think of anything.
Ryan, do you know anything?
And
Okay.
I just don't remember. I don't remember the title. I forget the. I forget the title.
The answer is Ben is back.
Uh,
Ryan, your question. Who is Julia's actress niece? Time starts now.
oh. I don't really keep up with that kind of stuff.
Oh, well, how many last-named actresses do you know named Roberts?
There's Emma Roberts. We'll go with Emma Roberts.
You are correct, it's Emma Roberts.
Okay.
Yes, she is Julia Roberts' niece. And Vern, last question. What actress does Roberts impersonate in the film Ocean's 12? Time starts now.
Gosh.
This is a fun
Rob-
question.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna say herself.
You are correct. She impersonates Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
Well done.
Holy shit.
Congratulations.
Thank you to my competitor, Ryan Altieri. Appreciate all the fast tidbits. Yeah, really, man, that was amazing. I feel really honored to challenge with such a person that studies screenwriting and actually, knows deep about movies. A lot of the answers I guessed on were just guesses, and
You did do some mighty good guessing when it
Yes.
came to romance. I was very impressed with that.
I love romance. Just don't watch a lot of romance films.
Ryan, I would love to say that I think you have brought some wonderful knowledge to my tiny little show. And so I thank you for educating myself and viewers in this episode. And I thank you for your ridiculously well thought out answers when you didn't know what the answer was.
I love that very much so.
Oh, thank
We need
you.
more of that.
I had fun.
We need more of that in our life. It just
Yeah.
makes things more interesting.
It does.
And now I kind of wish Lara Croft had had a cameo in Alexander.
I wish that happened too.
But nevertheless, that leaves Vern as our first champion in our new lineup. Does that mean will you be coming back for the next episode?
I have to. Yes, I will come back. Yes.
Well, you
I
don't
will be back.
have to, but it would be appreciated.
No. I didn't totally come back right there. Yeah, I'll be hopefully more put together. But yes, I will be back for future episodes. And
You are
it's so
put
nice
together
talking to you and
just
see you face to
fine.
face.
You are put together just fine, and you have done a stellar job. You're off to a brilliant start, and I can't wait to see what comes up in the next episode. But that also leaves me with another question for Ryan, which is, Ryan, is there a possibility we might see you back on a redemption episode?
I don't know. I've been on
Ooh.
2 game shows. I've lost both of them, so this may not be my forte. So
Well, the redemption
but-
series is easier in the sense that you can win 2 ways. You can redeem yourself by winning the episode, or you can redeem yourself by just scoring more points than you did in your last episode.
Oh.
So all you'd have to do is just get 8 or more, and you're good. And you get more questions, so that's a high probability.
You know your shit, Ryan.
I suppose so.
Okay, listen, this is what's going to happen. I'm just going to keep harassing Ryan until he agrees to come back for a redemption episode. That is what is going to happen.
I can only come back if there's going to be at least one horror-related question, because it's like I felt like I was at a disadvantage because every category was like what I do not watch on even a semi-regular basis.
I feel this on a deep level, but I can say that typically when a redemption episode comes up, I do try to make sure that I keep going through the wheel until I get something that maybe those competitors didn't have in their past episode to, change it up a bit. I do try to be fair to some people.
Well, all right. I'll come back.
Yay!
Yes!
Yay! Life is good. Okay, so that has been a swell episode, and please remember to, if you played along, which I hope you did, and you kept track of your scores, then comment them in the comment section below. Tell us how many points you scored, how well you did. We love to hear from you. Also, please check out all of Ryan's podcasts, all the work that he does, and all of the Vern's podcasts and all the work he does. All links to all their social media, all their podcasts, everything will be in the description box, so click those, check them out. And like I said, all their social media links, so you can follow, you can harass them, you can stalk them politely, in a nice way.
You can even audition for him because my sitcom podcast Forza Crowd debuts on August 31st, which today is 28th. So from today we're recording, it's this upcoming Monday, but it's August 31st, and so we're always looking for guest stars because it's a completely scripted situation comedy. So if you're we'll post audition information on our Twitter at Forza Crowd Pod. And if you would be interested in joining our cast on Forza Crowd, then send us an audition, and we would love to have you. Think of it as a modern characters, modern story, but packaged in that classical sitcom format with witty banter, slightly campy, with a killer-ass theme song, and the iconic laugh track.
I got into that pilot episode. I'm very excited. Yeah.
I love it. So there you go. You have your opportunities to not just be a possible contestant on a game show, but you could end up in a podcast TV series. TV. You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. You get me.
Think of it as a TV show, but your screen happens to be broken.
Okay, I like that.
I love the concept because it's very old school. It takes me back to, radio episodes where they did stuff like that, and then we don't really have that much these days. So I love the idea of that kind of coming back through podcast form. I think that's really exciting. And so if anybody is interested, now you can possibly get involved. And if you're going to audition, you better make it bloody good. Because
we're
going to be listening, So with that said, thank you guys both so much. And Vern, Ryan, I can't wait to see you in more episodes.
Yes.
We'll be back.
Indeed.